Hey all, it's week 21 of season 2 of the Andy Griffith Show. This week's episode title is Guest of Honor. Barney, what's up this week?
We're trying to find out a way to get some more outside interest in our annual event called Mayberry Founders Day. And Andy says, why don't we get an outsider and make him or her the guest of honor for the day? It can be the first person we see driving into town that morning from outside the city limits. And I say, that's amazing. It's the very same idea I had. We can really play this thing up. We'll have a banner, a band, a police escort into town. We'll get on the works. So Andy swears in some temporary deputies to help out for the day. And I say, now men, I just have one thing to say. This ain't gonna be kid stuff. There won't be any room for any mistakes out there. One mistake is one too many. That badge you're wearing means something. Don't any of you go and disgrace it. There's liable to be trouble out there. The minute it looks like there's going to be trouble, we got to nit it in the bud.
So that morning you all go to the city limits to find your guest of honor. And meanwhile the audience sees in Pierce County, which is a county next to you all, the Pierce County deputies are leading this guy named Sheldon out of town and saying, get out of our county, we never want to see you here again. And the implication is that he's some sort of criminal. And he's the guy that shows up at your welcoming committee to be guest of honor. But you and Andy don't know who he is or what his background is.
Yeah, and he says his name is Thomas A. Moody. So I say, well, Thomas A. Moody, this is your lucky day. And Andy invites him to be guest of honor for the Mayberry Founders Day. And I say, yeah, you get to go to all the stores, and you get free gifts and everything. And so he accepts. And Andy gives him the key to the town, and we lead him into town. And then he gives an acceptance speech, and he says it's a real thrill for him. And then when he leaves to go to his hotel room to freshen up, everyone sees that their watches have been stolen.
So Andy checks with a bunch of sheriffs in the area and finds out that the guy's name is really Sheldon Davis. He's a known thief and pickpocket, which you all have seen evidence of already, who's already been kicked out of all kinds of counties in the area.
And when I hear that, I say, oh no, our guest of honor. I left him at Floyd's Daughter Shop under a hot towel for his complimentary shave and haircut. Andy, this is terrible. We're going to have to run him out of town. If we let him stay here, he's going to steal this town blind. But Andy says we'll just keep an eye on him. And then when we find out, he's not at Floyd's Daughter Shop anymore. So we go looking for him at his hotel.
And then the audience sees him in his hotel room on the phone, telling someone he's fixing to go burglarize a store because everyone else is going to be at the pageant at the town square for Founders Day.
And Andy puts me on guard outside his hotel room. And I decide to go in and have a talk with him and try some psychology. And I tell him it's a shame when men turn to lives of crime when they could be such fine citizens otherwise. I say that I prefer to trust people. And I show him the keys of all the stores I have in the town that I'll wear on my belt. And then I take off my watch and I show him. And I put it down on the table.
And then you turn your back, and when you turn back around, he's gone, but you see the watch is still there. So you figure you got through to him. He's no longer a criminal. But then you and Andy see that he did steal the keys off of your belt. There's keys of all the stores.
Yeah, and we find him in the jewelry store. And we arrest him as he comes out the back door. So I put him in jail and I say, who do you think you're dealing with? A bunch of hicks? You gotta get up pretty early in the morning to get away with anything in Mayberry. And then I see that he took my badge, and I say, all right, smart Alec, hand that badge over. I knew you had it all the time.
We'll see you next week for episode 22. Thanks for watching.